Welcome back here on Live Now from Fox, and I do want to take you back to several stories that we are covering from around the world at this point, and this is actually just some of the images that are coming in out of the Middle East as we do get to the latest here. 3 U.S. service members have been injured during the effort to create that temporary pier off the coast of Gaza to help move humanitarian aid into that region. U.S. officials telling Reuters that one of the service members was taken to an Israeli hospital listed in critical condition. Now, we know that all of the injuries, we're told, were considered to be, quote, non-combat injuries. U.S. Vice Admiral Brad Cooper with U.S. Central Command telling reporters that 2 of the troops had only a sprained ankle and a minor back injury. The service member in critical condition was reportedly injured at sea, though specifics have not officially been released at this point. That service member, again, we are still waiting to figure out more about how that person is doing. The pier was announced by President Biden back in March and involved the military assembling the floating structure off the coast. It went into operation just last week. We also did cover this breaking news this morning. Sadly, we did learn that the bodies of another 3 hostages have been recovered from Gaza. The Israel Defense Forces making the announcement earlier today, saying that all 3 were murdered on October 7th when Hamas did launch that attack on Israel, sparking the war between the 2 sides. This comes less than 1 week after the army said that it found the bodies of 3 other Israeli hostages as well. The IDF making a brief statement about all of this as the news did break.
It is with a heavy heart that I share that last night, Israeli special forces in Gaza rescued the bodies of our hostages, Hanania Vlonka, Michelle Nissenbaum, Orion Hernandez. Their bodies were rescued during a special operation based on precise intelligence in the area of Gaza. Hanan was partying with his friends at the Nova Music Festival. He was murdered by Hamas terrorists and his body was taken into Gaza. Michel, an Israeli and Brazilian citizen, was on his way to pick up his 4-year-old granddaughter. He was murdered by Hamas terrorists and his body was taken into Gaza. Orion Hernandez, a tourist from Mexico with French citizenship, was partying with his girlfriend, Shani Luke, at the Nova Music Festival. Shani and Orion were celebrating life in the Nova Music Festival. They were both murdered by Hamas terrorists and their bodies were taken into Gaza. Our hearts go out to their families at this difficult time. There are men, women, children, and babies being held by Hamas in living hell across our border in Gaza. We will not stop fighting for their freedom. Country in the world would do the same.